When we look back at ancient miracles, we usually categorize them as isolated acts of magic. But if we shift our perspective, a different pattern emerges. These events start to look less like anomalies and more like components of a unified, highly advanced technological infrastructure. This is the prophetic tech system. It functions as a massive hardware and software ecosystem, one that was maintained and updated across multiple generations. Like any modern enterprise-grade software, this system followed a rigid deployment timeline. It was initialized by an architect, optimized to peak capacity by an engineer, and eventually subjected to a permanent decommissioning. Translating these ancient accounts into modern engineering specifications reveals an architecture capable of physical reality manipulation that far exceeds our current digital capabilities. Every massive system requires an initial build. Moses acts as the architect here, responsible for initializing the system's foundational hardware and establishing the core protocols. The account of his hand turning white serves as the system's secure login protocol. This physical change verifies the user's online status, a biometric requirement that must be met before the hardware accepts any commands. To protect the system from external interference, an anti-malware defense was deployed. When the staff swallowed the sorcerer's illusions, it executed a 3D rendering cancellation, wiping hostile visual viruses directly from the field. Once live, the system manipulates the environment through high-energy resonance. The staff schematics reveal acoustic drilling and molecular repulsion force fields part seize and extract water. This complex OS requires massive storage. The Ark's stone tablets act as solid-state drives, housing the foundational code. This first deployment established a raw, brute force operating system. It provided the baseline reality manipulation necessary for the network to expand and evolve. As the hardware is handed down to David, the system enters its next phase. He takes on the role of the sound engineer, tasked with tuning the raw power of the initial build. David uses the inherited staff as a master oscillator. He shifts the system's output from blunt force to precise frequency control. Through the harmonic vibrations protocol, David uses acoustic inputs to sync the system with the Earth's resonant frequencies, bringing geological forms into the network. The result is cold forging. High-frequency resonance vibrates iron's molecular structure, allowing him to soften and shape metal manually without heat. These acoustic optimizations moved the tech stack beyond simple tools and into the realm of precision manufacturing. The system was now ready for large-scale infrastructure. The final upgrade arrives with Solomon. Operating as the system administrator, he takes the newly optimized network to a global scale. Under Solomon, the system achieves physical teleportation. The text attributes the instant appearance of the Queen of Sheba's throne to knowledge of the book, implying a mastery of the underlying source code that allows an object's complete dataset to be streamed and reconstructed instantly. To protect this global network, Solomon and Dul-Qarnayn deploy a massive security barrier. This copper and iron dam functions as a physical and digital firewall, designed to block catastrophic external threats from crashing the system. This quadrant shows the system at its absolute peak. Solomon maintains administration over Earth's resources, from managing global mining operations to directing petrochemical refineries through cloud access. With the ability to stream matter and control planetary resources, the system reached its architectural limit. This was a peak of centralized power that left no room for further scaling or evolution. Despite its power, the prophetic tech system was never breached or defeated. Its end was an intentional, timed-out event, a permanent crash by design. The decommissioning was triggered by what the texts call a creature of the earth gnawing at Solomon's staff. In this framework, that creature is a logic bomb virus, specifically designed to target the system's central processor. The virus executes rapidly. It systematically eats through the processor's core, triggering a complete and irreversible system lockdown. The historical collapse of the kingdom marks the final execution of this protocol. The system did not fail. It reached its scheduled end-of-life cycle and went offline. This raises a modern question. If the hardware is real, why can't we simply find the staff and reboot the network today? the system returns a series of fatal error codes. First, unauthorized access. Modern humanity lacks the specific prophetic biometric signature required to log in. Second, hardware corruption. The logic bomb virus irreversibly destroyed the physical processor. Even with a login, the system faces a cloud disconnect. The server connection to divine revelation has been severed. Finally, a format command was issued, wiping the underlying source code from the physical Earth. It is important to note that this entire framework is a thought experiment by analyst Abu Qu'ar. It is a conceptual model, not theological doctrine. Viewing ancient miracles through the lens of modern tech, the gap of millennia begins to narrow. It provides a vocabulary to describe the scale of an architecture that once managed the world.